So we have to go to the locker room, eh? I really want to go to the cloakroom. I really want to go to the cloakroom, guys.
Miss, may we borrow the keys to the locker room?
You will need authorization from the director to open that door. If you wait a moment, then I will inform him.
We will wait, thank you.
Okay. I don't care about the locker room. I really just want to get in the cloakroom. It sounds so cool.
Anything new, Mr. Holmes? Is your investigation advancing? Mr. Holmes, have you been able to get what you wanted from our lodger?
Not yet. We must first cast light upon a crucial point, and for that we require your help again.
What can I do?
We need to examine Schielman's civilian clothing.
Very well, but be extremely careful.
What do you mean?
In that madman's compartment, you will find a strange little coded case which refused point blank to open when he was incarcerated. We did try to force it, but without success.
Didn't you ask the experts?
Of course we did. Experts from Scotland Yard came to examine it, but they came to the conclusion that it was better that the case remained shut than tamper with it too much.
I see. They were afraid that some poison or other might escape if it was opened.
Exactly. Bear in mind that this man is an evil genius, a master poisoner, and that his poisons are never ordinary. Here's the key to the locker room. I give you the authorization to open it.
Good. Thank you, Mr. Patterson.
Miss Patterson, the guards are still waiting for you to put up the duty list. Do it as soon as possible. Without it, the changing of the guard cannot take place. Or had you forgotten?
Dry your tears, miss. I'm certain that your father didn't mean to hurt you.
Mr. Watson, I can't put up the duty list. And when he finds out, he'll be furious.
Why can't you?
It's in my locker, in the cloakroom, and I've lost the key.
Your aunt.
Say no more, Holmes. As you keep repeating, time is against us. Let's go and look at the things in the rat killer's locker.
Dr. John Watson, family counselor. All right, here we go. Is this the only one we can open, I guess? All right.
Here is the locker of our friend, Hans, the mad scientist.
Oh, what a jumble.
And not the good kind of jumble like the one in the newspaper.
Blotting paper.
Blotting paper?
A paper knife.
Okay.
This solid box must hold a precious object. Let us see.
As soon as the catastrophe came to be known, the alarm from mouth to mouth was blown. Oh, it's a fun little poem. And the cry rang out all over the town. Good heavens, the Tay Bridge is blown down, and a passenger train from Edinburgh, which filled all the people's hearts with sorrow, and made them for to turn pale, because none of the passengers were saved to tell the tale. How the disaster happened on the last Sabbath day of 1879, which will be remembered for a very long time. By William Topaz McGonagall, which is a pretty sweet name. Kind of wish my middle name was Topaz, to be honest. Right. Last Sabbath day of 1879, Tay Bridge.
A poem in Hans's handwriting. Nothing of interest here.
Nothing of interest at all. And can I do? I can do that.
Blotting paper. I can't do that.
Can't do that.
There's something interesting here.
My little hole.
There's something interesting here.
So 1, 2. Looks like 4.
There's something interesting here.
That is interesting.
This cannot be a simple coincidence.
So HCABRS.
There's something interesting here. I can't do that.
That's probably everything.
There's something in.
Oops. Oh, what was it? HCABRS. HCABR. Where is S? Hope there's no deadly poison inside.
What is written on that note, Holmes?
Later, Watson, later.
No, I want to see what's on the note now.
We can give Hans his pen.
I want to read the note. Oh. What a buzzkill. Oh, there we go. Anything else? Watson? I mean, I know everything worked out for the best, but I was like 95% certain that we were gonna die in a horrible, like, poison explosion, but we're okay! Oh, let's turn that frown upside down, ma'am.
But what could I have done with the keys?
Well, I guess we're just gonna give him his pen. Because that's a good idea. Nothing could go wrong with that. Ma'am, did you leave him in the cloakroom?
Closed.
Can I get in the cloakroom? Is that just I don't even have a key anymore. This is disappointing. This is the worst outing.
Closed.
Every door in the jail is closed. I can't even explore. It's almost as if they don't want people just wandering around a dangerous prison.
What a bunch of incompetents. Oh, if I was as unprofessional as that, there would be murderers running all over the town.
What's the matter? Are you a patient of Dr. Watson?
Very amusing.
I was going on about the dry cleaners in Westgate Street. They've just delivered my ceremonial uniform in the middle of my duty, when I've told them 1,000 times not to bring it until after 6 in the evening.
A ceremonial uniform? You've been promoted?
No, and that's not about to happen. No, I've been invited to a wedding. I mean, I hope to be. I'm in trouble. If the director sees that I've left my post, I'll be sacked without pay.
Give it to me, Warden Brighton. I'll take care of it for you.
Really? Thanks a lot. Here's the key to the cloakroom and that of my locker. I'm really grateful, Mr. Holmes.
What have you got in mind, Holmes? You're not doing this out of kindness, are you?
No, out of curiosity. We will be able to access the cloakroom with these keys.
Yes, cloakroom! Jackpot! What is it, Holmes? Do you suspect Warden Brighton of some misdeeds, or... 2 lockers, oh my.
Here is Brighton's locker. Closed.
Alright, what does he have in here? Baking soda, uh-oh, this guy's clearly up to no good.
Bicarbonate of soda. Brighton must have an upset stomach, caused by stress without a doubt. The name on the key is Jenny Patterson. That is interesting.
Curiouser and curiouser.
I need something.
Oh, right. I still have to put his clothes back because I am just a swell guy like that. He's got a sweet top hat and everything.
Bicarbonate of soda.
Oh, it's already... I thought I had to do something with it. Okay. Good, good. And do I have another key? Yes.
Let us examine Miss Patterson's locker. The lock on this box is rather sophisticated.
Incredible. Is Jenny hiding something?
Okay, another lockbox puzzle. This is just great. I can move it around. Hey! Alright, well, what am I doing? Like that. Let's see. I'm gonna assume that each color has to be touching a corresponding one. So let's, I guess, move stuff around for a bit. Kind of randomly, why not? Go like that. That. Wow, that was...
It's really very clever.
That's pretty
Little
easy.
Jenny is astonishing.
Well, not that astonishing. I mean, I've solved it in like a minute. A single heart with two souls and eternal love. Frank Brighton. Oh boy.
A locket, sealing the relation between Jenny and Warden Brighton. Decidedly, this boy is not a great poet.
Oh, Holmes. You're so incorrigible. Always putting down the warden. But I love it. Oh, it's a poem that he wrote because he wants to get married. Think about the baby. Uh-oh. Jenny Patterson, your heart pounds. Mine weighs a ton. Our love has no bounds. It just goes on and on. Well, that wasn't really a good rhyme. Inspired by the great Chinese poets to write it? Well, let's not insult the great Chinese poets here. Be courageous, my honey bun.
A letter from Brighton to Jenny. Barely literate.
Apparently, Jenny is carrying Brighton's child, and it seems that Jenny's father, the director, is unaware of this.
Achievement unlocked, a fine romance. Service sheet, basement guard, Warden O'Sullivan, reception Warden Brighton. On call, McKenna, okay.
Here is the famous guard duty list. Interesting.
Okay, well, sorry if my frame rate has gone noticeably down. I think it might have. I don't know what happened, or if there's something's going on with my computer, but I'll just have to push on. It doesn't seem to be too bad. I was gonna make a joke about Watson being a honey bunny or something. Is that what he said in the letter? But I got distracted now. I forgot. And in any case, Watson. Something about Watson being... Oh, okay. What the... Frame rate's back to normal. Alright, that was weird. Something about having, like she had a locket with the two of them in it, and Holmes and Watson would have a locket. I don't know. I don't remember where I was going with that.
We have found the guard duty cards, miss. If you like, I can go and discreetly give them to the guards.
Oh, thank you. You've got me out of a lot of trouble, Mr. Holmes.
Do I actually have those things in my inventory? I guess not. I guess I have to talk to these guys to do so.
Sorry, Mr. Holmes, you can't go into the basement for the moment.
For what reason?
The door has locked itself automatically. We must enter a new security code.
Do it, then.
Miss Patterson hasn't put up the guard duty list yet. Without that information, we don't know who's authorised to take note of the new code.
So Mackenzie is locked in the high security zone.
Yes, but don't worry about him. He's trained for this sort of dysfunction.
Why not ask the director to take note of the code and open the door?
He isn't allowed to, and I doubt that he would run the risk of going against the orders of the administration centre. Anyway, the bars in the high security section are joined to the alarm system, which is in that room. We only need to sound it to unblock, but you see, we can't do that now.
We'll try to find the duty list, Warden James.
But I have the duty list. I just found it.
We have found Chief Warden James's duty list.
Good. Thank you, Mr. Holmes. Let's see. O'Sullivan, it's you who takes over from Mackenzie. Take note of the code, please, and unblock the door.
At once, Chief. Ah, Mr. Holmes, could I ask you for a favour?
Please do.
I think I can say on behalf of all the staff that we would be honoured if you would care to write something in our guest book.
With pleasure, O'Sullivan.
Can I actually write something? That'd be pretty sweet. Not with the poison pen. It's gonna kill everyone. No, it's a trap.
You seem worn out, O'Sullivan. A good night's sleep would do you good.
A good night's sleep would do me good. You're right, Mr. Holmes.
Is something worrying you?
As you know, Westgate Prison will soon be demolished, and I'm spending most of my nights studying for my exam to join the police. You understand, I have to think about my future, so sleep isn't a priority at the moment.
Scotland Yard is always looking for young, competent and motivated men. Would a letter of recommendation from me allow you to get some sleep?
What? A letter from Mr. Sherlock Holmes recommending me for Scotland Yard? Are you quite serious?
Completely serious, my young friend. May I use this writing paper? The one on your desk.
1,000 thanks, Mr. Holmes. 1,000 thanks.
It is addressed to Inspector Baines, a good friend of mine. There's no need to remind you that it must be opened only by the person to whom it is addressed.
Yes, of course. I'll give it to him personally. Thank you again, Mr. Holmes.
He totally wrote him a bad recommendation.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
So I signed the guest book. That seems like a bad idea, though. Isn't Holmes kind of being framed for stuff already? That seems like it's just not a good idea. Just not a good idea to be writing all this stuff with a known poisoner's pen. And the ink is probably poison. And then Baines is gonna get poisoned, and then Holmes is gonna get blamed, and this is just gonna be one big mess. But thankfully, I'm pretty sure I can just blame it on Watson, so we're fine.